All right, welcome back to WMAC Now with your host, Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a UFC announcement. So UFC 315 is going to go down on Saturday, May 10th in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And they have just announced an absolute banger, a banger of a flyweight fight as Alexa Grasso is set to face Natalia Silva. So this is an important fight in the flyweight division. Both fighters are ranked in the top 5. Grasso is still ranked number 1. Silva is ranked at number 5. This is basically going to decide who's the next flyweight contender after Manon Fior. Because if Silva gets past Grasso, boom, that's that number 1 spot right there. And or if Grasso can hold on to it, then she's still in the game and could possibly be next to face Fior if Fior gets past Shevchenko. Now, if Shevchenko beats Fior, then Grasso's kind of stuck trying to get a couple more wins. But she's still in the game, whereas Silva, this is her time to finally get into the game. This is a good fight, and I think both have some distinct advantages here. Let's get into the stats first. So Grasso comes in at 16-4-1. Silva comes in at 18-5-1. Now, Silva has not lost since she came into the UFC back in June of 2022. Racked up 6 wins, 6 straight, defeating Jasmine Jasdavicius, Teresa Bleda, Victoria Leonardo, Andrea Lee, Viviane Araújo, and then most recently, back in September, defeated Jessica Andrade. Grasso has been having a bit of a mixed bag in her career lately. I mean, she stepped up, fought Shevchenko, beat her in March of 2023. Then in September later that year, drew with Shevchenko in a rematch. And then finally they had to wait, like everyone had to wait an entire freaking year for the rubber match, or not a rubber match, the third fight, which she lost to Shevchenko and did not look good in that fight at all. Just seemed flat on her feet, could not defend a single takedown. She just was not doing good in that fight. So Grasso really needs to show up and show out in this fight. Silva's the younger fighter by a few years. She's 28. Grasso is 31 now. Grasso just slightly taller at 5'5", 165 centimeters to 5'4", 163 centimeters. Reach advantage matches the height, 66 inches, 168 centimeters for Grasso to 65 inches, 165 centimeters for Silva. Okay, so starting with Silva, she has a distinct advantage in that she kicks a lot. I mean, she kicks a lot. And Grasso really hasn't faced someone who kicks as much as Silva does. So that's something that Grasso is going to have to watch out for because she's typically boxing. She uses her hands a lot. And kicks are always going to have a reach advantage over punching. Just how it is. So that's something that Silva's going to have working for her. But here's the kicker. Grasso is really unlike anyone that Silva has faced up to now. Let's look at those opponents that Silva has faced. Okay, Jasmine Jasdavicius, slow, kind of flat-footed. Teresa Bleda, slow, flat-footed. Victoria Leonardo, slow, flat-footed, much older. Jasdavicius is much older too. Andrea Lee, old, slow, flat-footed, plodding. Viviane Araújo, older, slow, plodding. And then Jessica Andrade. Andrade, I think, is probably her youngest is one of her younger opponents at 33. But flat-footed and predictable. Alexa Grasso is only 31. Now, let me see here. Alexa Grasso will be the second oldest opponent that Silva has faced. Teresa Bleda was the youngest at 23. Everyone else is well into their 30s. I mean, Andrea Lee's 36. Araujo is 38. Andrade at 33. Jasna Vicious, she's well into her 30s, 35. Yeah. You're about to have your 7th UFC fight, and you're about to face your second youngest opponent, and she's 31. Wow. And unlike everybody else, Grasso isn't slow. She sure as heck isn't flat-footed. She has good footwork. She's not plodding. She has a lot of things going for her that none of Silva's other opponents have. This is a huge step up in opponents for Natalia Silva. Now, one thing I will say, she showed that she can handle herself when she's not the aggressor in a fight, because she was the counter fighter in in the Andrade fight, because Andrade was the one moving forward and not Silva. But we've seen Alexa Grasso be able to handle herself countering well before against pressure fighters, when she handled what's her name, Macy Barber, and other fighters. So Silva's usually putting on pressure, moving forward, but we've seen Grasso handle herself against those fighters before. So I think this is going to be a really good fight. Now, my heart says Grasso. I got to do some more studying first before I can truly pick her. But I am leaning towards Grasso on this. Now, I think Silva has lived up to the hype so far, but she's been having distinct advantages in every fight, and Grasso is the first opponent she's facing where she won't have those distinct advantages. So that makes it very interesting. This should be a good one. Like I said, it goes down UFC 315, May 10th in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Not like, this is actually one of the better fights Canada has gotten in a while. I'm really excited about this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to WMAC Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.